Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to a cosy day in my Cornish cottage vlog. I have been struggling to think of what to film this week because I have been hit by major pregnancy tiredness. Like I'm out of breath even from walking up the stairs to come and film this. It's a slog being in my body right now, like walking up and down the stairs. It's hard work, and I'm finding it hard because I'm not used to this. Normally I'm such a busy bee, you know me, I love to be active, doing loads of stuff, getting out and about, but I've been really, really tired physically this week, and I've just been trying to listen to my body and rest. I've spent so much time just lying on the sofa, just sitting down, like the hours pass me by so quickly because I can barely get anything done because I'm just like resting between things I do. It's crazy. It's like nothing I've ever felt before. I can really feel it in my cardio as well, like my heart. I just feel like we're moving around the house, my heart's working harder. It's like beating like crazy. I thought I could take you guys along with me on a cozy day living in this cottage. It's Monday the 4th of November today, and hopefully this vlog is going to come out tomorrow, so you'll be seeing it in relatively real time. And I just thought we should share a little cozy November day together. I'm turning 31 in a couple of days, so I just thought it would be kind of nice to just vlog. I feel like we've got a lot to catch up on. I have been feeling a little bit down in the doldrums these last couple of days, and one thing I know that will really help is to force myself out of the house, get some sunshine, or not sunshine because there's none right now, but get some daylight, vitamin D, a little bit of exercise. But yeah, my body is now, it's heavy, it's taxing carrying this baby around. 27 weeks and 3 days today, so that's my bump. Yeah, so this weekend I've been feeling a little bit out of sorts, but a little bit gloomy, and I'm sure a lot of that is to do with the pregnancy hormones, but I thought maybe if you fancy coming along with me for a cozy day, maybe you're feeling a little bit the same, struggling with this time of year, the change in the season and the darkness, and I don't know, it's a funny old time, isn't it, adjusting to the end of the summer and the start of winter. My aims for today are to get out into the woods, get some fresh air, cook myself a nice hearty winter soup, clean the house. Yeah, I just feel this huge sense of heaviness walking around. Like, I did do a part run, 5k last Saturday, so I'm not exactly like struggling to move. I can still move around, but it's just weird getting used to that pace. I did the part run really, really slow, don't worry. I just really jogged it slow, and I don't know, maybe that'll be my last one, we'll see. The other thing I think that's kind of getting me a bit is I was working at the hotel before, doing some housekeeping, and I stopped that, and I've been mainly focusing on YouTube. But I think it's getting me down a little bit, like not seeing people and not having that like interaction in the day, because that is something I really like and I miss, and that's part of the reason why I got that job in the first place, because I'm energetic, I'm active, I love early mornings. That's something that the housekeeping really gave me, and I really liked how fast-paced it was and how the people were really lovely, and that was the main thing that drew me there, was at this hotel, was because their people were so lovely to work with. And I do miss that, the friendships I had there, and also like just that daily interaction with people and getting me out of the house, feeling productive. The thing about YouTube is like there's no one there to tell you, oh, well done, you've done your work for today. It's like, no, there's probably always more to do, or you're kind of unsure if like you've done enough, or yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm so grateful to be able to do this, and it's been amazing being pregnant because it's been so flexible, and easy being pregnant because I can work around when I have my energy moments. I love how flexible doing the YouTube has been, but I do miss my housekeeping, I have to say. I like being busy. I like working actually. I like having like a thing to work on. And I know that being a mum is going to give me that purpose so much. Like, it's something that I've always wanted and I can't wait. Right now I'm just thinking, I'm navigating in my head, like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know if you guys can relate, but I'm having a bit of a like, okay, so what am I doing exactly with my life? Which I'm sure that we're all figuring out. No one really knows. If they do seem like they know, they probably don't inside. In a few months I won't be able to work, really. I'm just going to be focused on this baby, so that's another thing I'm just thinking about. So that's my little morning monologue, just catching you up where my head's at. Feeling really tired, a little bit gloomy, and worrying about my future job. I think it's good to share and offload. Now I think we're going to go together for a little walk in the woods to get some nature. One thing about this house is it's not great for filming because it's so dark. Like, this is, 10 a.m. Pretty dark. This is my pregnancy outfit. Guys, I've got to show you, I did a really good haul this weekend in the charity shops. Because as I was saying, I was feeling a little bit low, and I knew that a little charity shop would cheer me up. And I've got my favourite one that I go to. It's like a standalone one, it's not really in town. I spent about £60, but I got some really good stuff. Let me show you. First things first, I got this jumper. This is a H&M large, nice, cosy, thick jumper, and someone had donated 3 of these, so they were £6 each. And so I've got this one, and then a nice green one. Oh, can you see how out of breath I am? It's crazy. It's just gone up the stairs. Green one, loving these. I feel like I'll use them a lot. A little bit weird that they're cropped and maybe don't look that flattering on my belly, but they're going to be cozy, and that's what matters. I don't really have any large jumpers that fit me in my new size. Then I got these cool velvety trousers. These were £7 from River Island, and I think they're like a size 16 or something, so they fit me in my bump. And then I got this cute little sleep suit for the baby. £2, I couldn't resist. I thought that was going to be so cute in the pram. I got this cup because, guys, I need a little pick me up. I've got some bad news about my car that I need to tell you. It's a bit of an annoying situation, but I got myself a little pick me up cup. Do you know what? I might actually make hot chocolate now for our walk so we can take this out and be all cozy in the woods. That was £1.50, and it's China, which is really nice. Nice oversized Uniqlo jumper. A massive monkey jumper, oversized again. I've really gone for the monochrome theme, but I thought with this, with leggings, when I've got a big bump, will be really nice for winter. Got this cute little bag, just a little crossbody bag. And I got Tom a couple of things. I got him this, it's great dad, but it's the, what is it? Weird fish jumper. Just thought a nice cozy jumper for winter for Tom. And then I got him a pair of pyjamas, which is kind of rogue. I don't know if he's going to like them, but he hasn't tried them yet. Got them yesterday. He doesn't wear pyjamas, and you know how much I love pyjamas. I kind of want him to see the light. We'll see if he gets on with those. And I'm also thinking they're kind of dad, like getting up early, look after the baby, put your pyjamas on. If not, I'll wear them because they'll probably fit me. And I got him a dressing gown too. So little charity shop haul there for you this morning. Lots of cozy stuff for winter. Right, let's go and make a little hot chocolate now for the walk. Look at this sunshine, that's me. Also been loving this pregnancy pillow. I got a new case on Vinted, and that's just definitely been helping me sleep. Guys, the garden is looking a little bit sad. I think I need to sweep up the leaves. Maybe that's another job I can do today. It's quite a nice autumnal job. I feel like it needs a little bit of TLC. You know what? It's something I've been meaning to do for ages, sweeping those leaves. I feel like having you guys watch me will make me do it, be accountable. I've just been finding the small everyday tasks so taxing. So I've been really missing the coffees. I just love the ritual of coffee in the morning. I actually still make Tom a coffee in the morning because I love smelling coffee. I haven't been drinking it. I know you are technically allowed to have one, but I've been going cold turkey because I find it easier to just go all or nothing. So I'm gonna make hot chocolate, but it's nice we've got this machine. I actually got this last year for my 30th from Tom. Crazy that it's been a year now. So much has changed in that year. Like my last 30th, we just finished the walk from John O'Groats to Land's End. Well, I didn't do the whole thing. I'd walked from Wales to Cornwall, and we were finishing this time of the year, and we were living in our van in a campsite, and it was the wettest October and November ever, and we just got completely sodden, and it was pretty miserable, to be honest. being static in the van. Because I think the exciting thing about living in the van is going, travelling, seeing new places. But when we were just static on this campsite in the bleak winter, it got dark so early and there was just no space. It was so muddy, the field. The van was literally stuck in that field for months because it was so wet. It was just rained so much last winter. I hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah, so much has changed. Like, crazy to think now we live in this house. I've got other news about La Bamba that I'm gonna have to fill you in on too. Absolute bargain. Got this very fancy Starbucks hot chocolate. This is a frog's dream right here. Hopefully they're all in hibernation. It's good to get out, get into the trees. I don't know about you guys, but our October was so mild in Cornwall. Definitely don't need to put the heating on yet. And now we're in November. I'm probably too hot in this jumper. It's really nice to be out. I'm glad I forced myself out. I've been struggling recently to make myself do stuff because I've just been feeling so lazy, and you never regret going on a little walk, going outside. And I'm so lucky to live here with all these lovely nature spots nearby. I have to do it every day. That's one thing I miss Scout for, the dog. Is get me out every morning. I think also quite good to get out early and just get that positive mind and that positive headspace on. Yeah, because one of the things I've been finding a little bit hard recently is now Tom's gone back to work. Well, not back. Tom's started work full time with the National Trust. He's out every day, and because I'm doing YouTube on my own and I'm self-employed, I'm spending a lot of time on my own, and I am a social person. I like speaking to people. I like spending time alone. I really do. I actually don't find it boring, and I'm very happy on my own in my own company. But I think we all need that human interaction still, and I've been feeling like we've moved to this area. We've nearly been here a year now. Be a year in December, and I feel like we haven't really got involved with the community. We're so lucky that we've got a family nearby. Me and Tom have got big families and they're all nearby. We spend a lot of our time with our families socialising, but I think it would be really nice to do something that gets me a little bit more involved with the community. And I think having a baby will be really good for that, because we've already joined antenatal classes. So we did our first antenatal class last Tuesday, and already we're kind of sussing out who we could be friends with, and that's really lovely. And I think those friends will be really valuable. The other thing is, I was feeling a bit down in the doldrums on Saturday, and Tom was trying to find me like a club or something that I could join, because that is what I'm lacking, like that regular, like meeting new people kind of thing. So I'm quite proud of myself. Yesterday I actually went along to a local gardening club, and I was really nervous actually. Surprised, I'm not shy and I'm not afraid to meet new people, but I felt really nervous going to that group because I have very, very little gardening experience and knowledge, and there was something about just turning up to a group that was already established. I just felt nervous about it, and I wasn't totally sure if I was going to do it. Yesterday I woke up and I was definitely not 100% sure that I was going to go, but it was on in the morning and I just thought, go on, because otherwise you're just going to be stuck in this weird, I don't know, I just feel a bit like I'm like in this rut at the moment, not really doing much, and I just knew that I needed to like force myself. So I went, and I was really nervous going there, and just felt nervous like introducing myself to everyone. And I'm really glad I went. They were all really lovely to me, really welcoming, really happy that I was there to help. I'm gonna try and go as much as I can when I can, because it definitely lifted my spirits. It was hilarious. It was like textbook positivity after I went. When I got home, I just felt like, oh yeah, I can do anything. This is great. I'm gonna tidy the house. I'm gonna like get stuff done. I just felt like positive about everything. It was just silly because it's so classic. That's what everyone says. But I guess this is my bit of advice or inspiration if you needed it, is join a new club, like do something that you've wanted to do for a while to get involved with that community, because I think these days on social media it can be lonely. Like digital relationships and talking to people digitally, we miss those human interactions, and I think it's really refreshing to actually just go and meet new people. Yeah, it was just a sweet thing to do, and I only went for 2 hours, and that was enough. I'm feeling really positive after that. So yeah, if this is the little nudge you needed to go and join a new group, like, who knows what it could be. Acting, singing, dancing, yoga, something different that you've wanted to do for a while, I think just go for it. Like it's so good for your mental health. It was hilarious, like how ding ding instant the effects had. I drank my hot chocolate within 30 seconds of leaving the house. And the other thing I've been finding is so textbook mental health, isn't it? But the other thing is just doing a little bit of activity every day. And I've realised I've been putting too much pressure on myself, like trying to do like this big walk, but actually it's okay. Like it's okay to do just the 10-minute walk at that. And then almost if I tell myself, oh, you only have to go out for 10 minutes, it helps me to do a little bit more. It feels very achievable. Even just if I say, like some days I've been finding it hard to even do anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had a couple of days where I just haven't even left the house. Some days I'm just like, just walk to the shop, just buy some eggs and walk to the local shop. And that's enough to just like get me moving. And it's amazing, isn't it? Like if you get into a little bit of a negative headspace, just go out, just force yourself. It's the last thing you want to do, it always is, because you just want to wallow. But if you go out and just move, it does wonders. There's nobody else around. I'm just so peaceful. I wonder if you've got anywhere near you that's like this where you can just escape to. Such a nice little habitat down here. Don't get me wrong, it's Hundy frog friendly, but I feel safe coming down here not in frog season. I could be wrong. They could still be hopping about, but really try not to let the fear stop me from enjoying beautiful places like this, because that would be ridiculous. It's gorgeous little habitat under the trees. Beauty. Until yesterday I didn't have any plans for my birthday, because I'd actually made a birthday plan of going to meet our family and friends down at the fireworks on Tuesday night, because it's firework night. I thought that would be a really nice birthday celebration. And I just completely forgot that we have paid for and have booked antenatal classes every Tuesday. So I can't go to that because they run until 9 p.m. And they're expensive, I don't want to miss them. And they're quite like valuable, I think. I really like going to them, and there's only 6 sessions that we paid for, so don't really want to miss more than I need to. So that was like my birthday plan, so I had to cancel that. And then yesterday I was in my Neggy Nancy head. I was just like, Tom was like, what do you want to do? And I was just like, I don't want to do anything. Just feeling a little bit gloomy about it. You know how birthdays can be like sometimes a little bit emotional and weird time. It felt a bit like that. Well, actually, my mum's invited me out for lunch on my birthday, because Tom will be at work on my birthday, because it's a Wednesday. My brother and my mum, we're going for lunch together, which will be really nice. George from the Jamaica Inn vlog. That'll be lovely thing to do on my birthday. Don't know about the birthday evening. I need to make a plan with Tom. Maybe me and Tom will go out for a meal together. I never really think of birthdays as a huge deal, but it is nice to mark the occasion with something, isn't it? And I think I was being a little bit negative, not having any plan at all. So I might think of something nice we me and Tom could do together on Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Maybe go for a meal, go to the cinema or... Right guys, I'm home and I'm hungry, so I'm going to whip up a really quick freestyle broccoli potato creamy soup. Broccoli, maybe a leek in there. We paused our veg box this week because we've got so much veg. I've still got all these potatoes from last week's veg box, and they're red this week. And I'm trying to get better at sharpening a knife before you cook every time, because it really does make quite a difference. It's going to be the quickest soup of my life, because I'm hungry. Oh no, this is a really strong onion. That's just hit me. That's strong, man. Quick! You can like soak them in water or something, can't you, to get rid of it? But I don't know why, but I've never actually looked into the science, but I have a theory that that reduces the flavour. I want a strong onion flavour. It's cool to think that yesterday I planted some onions and shallots, so I'm just completely novice to gardening, and I feel like hopefully I'm going to learn some things with this club. If you missed like my last couple of vlogs, I mentioned that I'm going to Spain. Well, I booked flights to Spain next week. Well, this week, this Sunday. I'm not totally sure if I'm going to be able to go because basically when you get to past 28 weeks, you need a fit to fly certificate to fly with Ryanair, at least, that's my airline. I have to get that from the doctor or the midwife. I've asked my midwife a week ago now and she still hasn't replied, so I'm going to email again and see if I can get that. And then the other reason I'm kind of thinking about whether I really want to go, I'm just finding myself so tired that I don't know if I can possibly go abroad and travel. All I've done is book flights, I haven't booked anything else. I've got one of my best friends lives near to where I'm flying to, so I could just go and stay with her, but I don't know, like the whole idea of travelling there and getting the flight, and it sounds really lazy and like spoiled, but I'm not sure if I've got it in me. But I also think this could be my last solo trip, so maybe I should just do it. I've only spent £60 on the flight, so it's not like I would lose loads of money. And the other thing that's making me not want to go is I'll miss one of my antenatal classes, and I booked this flight before I booked the antenatal classes. Sorry, I'm actually crying because of the onion in the air, it's so strong still. But yeah, I just feel like I'm not totally sure if my gut's saying that I want to go. Maybe I just want to stay and nest. On the other hand, it's like, it would be really nice. So watch this space. The next vlog is me going to Spain, that's because I decided to do it. Broccoli, you're going in. 3-second roll, and a rinse. Right, it's time to blend. Obviously gonna have to put my favourite show on while I have my lunch. Gilmore Girls, most comforting autumnal programme ever. I think I've watched it through so many times now, but it doesn't get old. It's looking good. I accidentally dropped a whole like big wad of cheese in. So I'm just kind of letting that melt. I put some creme fraiche in there too. That is really nice. The cheese does add a little je ne sais quoi. Oh my god, soup. Right, one thing about recently is, I don't know if it's a pregnancy or what, but I've been really enjoying my food. Like, really trying to make myself like a lovely lunch and just sitting there and enjoying it so much, which is nice. I got these apples from Aldi. They're just British apples, but oh my god, they're the nicest apples I've ever had in my life. They just, when I'm eating them, I'm just like, wow, this is so incredible. This is the nicest thing I've ever had. I don't want them to ever end. What's it say? Just best of British apples. They're so good. Just a nice, simple bowl of soup. Okay, this might be one of my best soups. Because I'm normally a classic leek and potato girl. I've been having these really long breakfasts as well, where I've been like really into eggs, been craving fried egg sandwiches, so I get these local eggs from the village shop. They're really nice. I've just been having these like long, leisurely breakfasts, eating so much. Eating this, the baby's just started kicking. It's so funny. Now I really notice when, like, if I just sit down and rest and start eating or have a nice cold drink, the baby's just kicking. Seconds of bread. Right guys, I won't lie, I had to have a 20-minute nap after eating all that food. And honestly, this is the thing. I don't know what's happening to my days recently. I just don't do much and then the day just passes me by. I think because it was a shorter day as well. I'm going to go outside now and sweep up some leaves. So this is before. Just so many leaves. It's just been neglected for so long. I think this needs to go in the bin. Need a tool to pick it up with. I'm going to put this straight in the bin. I've only been doing this for like probably 30 minutes, so it's got me really hot. It's such a workout. Quite a good one. Not bad, 2 bags of leaves in half an hour. That's my job done. After. I'm going to use this burst of energy to do some cleaning. Maybe I'm nesting, I don't know, but it's nice to have a clean house, isn't it? Clean house, clean mind. I haven't told you guys the news about our car yet. No! Oh, blood in the toilet. Hey guys, so I've actually just come down to the beach because Tom got home and I thought I wanted to make the most. There was something on my list that I did want to do today, is get down to the beach, but I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew. But there's literally probably 20 minutes left of daylight. The sun has technically set already. I thought I'd just drive down to the beach, get a little bit of sea air. I love living near the sea and it does wonders to my soul, so I thought I'd come down. And I've got a little bit of story time to tell you because I'm actually, I don't know if you can tell, you probably can't, but I'm actually in another car. I've got a new car, guys. The one that you saw me buy in the last vlog, unfortunately, it's a goner too. You might have seen in my last vlog, in the Jamaica Inn vlog, I was saying that I could hear the rattling and I was kind of saying to George, I think it was a bad purchase. Well, yes, it was. 4 days after I bought it, I noticed this loud rattling. It sounded like a boy racer. Took it into the garage as soon as I could. They gave me a visual estimate before taking it apart because they didn't want to charge me for labour, and it was 1,500. They said I'm probably looking at more like $2,000. The whole bottom of it is rusted out. It needs completely new exhaust. So yeah, the Diatsu Syrian is a bye-bye. I'm kind of trying to blow it into a balloon because I was pretty upset. It was a lot of money that I lost. It was nearly £800. And I have gone back to the sellers and I've asked them, but they've been quite rude, to be honest, and dismissive. Now they're just ignoring me. I was really polite. I sent them a long message saying, look, I know you never meant to sell me a car that is falling apart and deemed not safe to drive, but yeah, unfortunately it is. And would you consider, like, could I return it? And would you consider giving me like just half of my money back? So I was being pretty reasonable. I was really polite. I was really nice. The garage did tell me I could take them to small claims court because if you buy a car privately and within 38 days, it's deemed not safe to drive, which is what the mechanics told me, because the exhaust could completely fall onto the road and that could go into someone's windscreen, which I'm not prepared to risk. So we're not driving that car anymore. Pretty bad news, to be honest, because that was just very soon after I bought it that these issues came out. You might think I'm stupid for not looking underneath the car. Maybe you could call me naive for making this mistake and not checking with the mechanic about the buy, maybe spending too little on the car, but it is what it is. I did it. I regret it, but it's a gamble when you buy a privately sold car. Like I've had many good cars for cheap. Like that £350 car did last me 18 months. Yeah, it was just unlucky. When I was in the mechanics, I was just like, oh guys, my luck of cars is not good. And they were like, oh yeah, you were the one with the Renault Clio that got scrapped last week. And I was like, yep, literally last week I brought a car in to be scrapped. But then they were like, well, your run of bad luck might be about to end because someone's come in with a car for sale it's a bit more expensive, so it's over double what I paid for the Diatsu Syrian, but all three mechanics in there were like completely saying, yeah, this is a sound car, clean as a whistle, just needs 2 new tyres at some point in the near future, but it's like underneath it's mechanically sound. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I want to buy that car because I don't want to keep buying cars on my own with no mechanical knowledge and then losing money. They got me in touch with them. They were really, really lovely in there, that garage. And then the next day I viewed the car, I bought the car. My mum and brother came along with me, which was really good to have them. And we like checked everything. My mum took it for a test drive. To be honest, I've been in a little bit of a bubble about it all. I haven't really felt too super excited about buying a new car because I just felt like I was a bit burned with the other one. And it's really nice. It's a VW Fox. I love it. It drives really well. Tom's been driving it to work every day. I feel really safe in it. I think this is a really good family car to have. I really like it. It's actually like the first car we've had that's not goofy and ugly and like embarrassing. It's a nice car, and I think it is probably worth spending a little bit more on getting the mechanic's advice. But yeah, the cars are a little bit of a sore subject right now. Bad luck week with cars, because that same week when this was all happening, Tom went off to college in La Bamba, and so La Bamba's our van, if you didn't know, our transit van that we lived in for 4 years, and he went off to stay in it for a week up near Birmingham. On the way back, he broke down. The van just completely cut out. The A couldn't get through till literally the next day. So Tom luckily had the van. He stayed in the van in this little village community hall place. And the next day he got taken back on a flatbed truck all the way to Cornwall. So La Bamba has also been dealing with this run of bad luck. She's out of action too. She's still in the garage. We don't know her fate yet, but we know, I think the AA guy said it's not, it's not the engine. We're going to have to wait till to get the final synopsis from the mechanics, but it wasn't going to be hopefully too bad. But to be honest, we've told the garage there's absolutely no rush. We could do with waiting for enough of payout for the cars and stuff. So we'll see. But I'm really, really hope it's not the end of the Bamba too, because I love that van. That's the car story. I'm trying not to make a big deal of it because it is what it is. Just unfortunate, but we're lucky in lots of other ways. We've got this amazing new car, and I'm just really grateful that we had this recommendation soon. And guys, the seats do fall flat at the back, so maybe I could do some car camping. We will see. After not getting any response from the sellers, I've just put the old car up on Facebook Marketplace for spares and repairs. I've said, it's not deemed safe to drive. It's been up for a week. I've had a few messages, but nothing yet. So I said to my mum, because it's my mum's drive, I don't want to keep it there for too long. I said, if it's not going to be sold in 2 weeks, I think we'll just take it to the scrapyard. But the mechanic said, because it's so light, you probably only get about 70 quid for it. So I think I'm just going to have to accept my losses. It could have been worse. We're not talking like big bucks here. I live by the sea. I'm grateful for that. Live by the sea. I've got a new car that works. I've got a baby in me. Actually, when this was all happening with the car, so I had a midwife appointment this same week. It was all going on really. It was quite a busy week. And in the appointment, they told me that my bump measurement was quite low for where I should be at this point in my pregnancy. They told me not to worry because it's the first one and it's a measurement of lots of things, not just the baby. But they advised me to go and get a growth scan the next day. So I had to get one the next day, and Tom was away at college. So my mum actually got to come with me, and I didn't feel super worried, but I did feel a bit worried. The scan was absolutely fine. So it was really, really good. The baby was perfect, exactly where it should be. And my mum got to come to a scan, which is really cool. She's not, been to any of them because you're only allowed one person. So that was quite amazing to get to see the baby again. I got to see, just lots of details of the baby, and got a little scan of its footprint. Or his footprint, I should say. I saw it was definitely a boy. Yeah, my mum found it quite emotional just seeing the baby there on the screen. When this was all going on, the same day I actually heard that the baby was fine. Obviously I knew, I could feel it kick. We did the heartbeat, we knew it was fine, but just that the measurements were all good and the growth was all good. The same day, the garage rang me about the car, and it was after I'd had the scan. And to be honest, it just kind of put things into perspective for me, because I was like, my baby's healthy. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it just put things in perspective for me when I got that call, because I was like, do you know what? It's just a car. The main thing is that our baby's okay. And yeah, it was kind of a good time for the call to come, to be honest, about the car. The baby's growing away exactly how it should be, which is great. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on a little day in my life, living in my Cornish cottage. I hope you enjoyed catching up. I will see you guys very soon. Have a good week and happy bonfire night if you're watching this the day it's uploaded.